Hello and welcome back to Game Start. I'm your host Bardic Knowledge, and we're fighting the terrible trio that used to work for Magus. And we just finished stealing their special item from all three of them. The Slasher 2, which is not better than the Rainbow, but if you happen to be doing this side quest before uh, the Sunstone quest, then it is comparable, I think, to the Swallow. The Flea Vest, which is actually a really good defensive item, and the Ozzie Pants, which was the last one I stole there, which is really powerful headgear, except that it causes confusion, because you're wearing underwear on your head. Yeah, and you can't prevent that confusion status by wearing status preventing items, because it's caused by an equipment. Anyways, let's get on to killing these guys. Because now that I've stolen everything... Oh, I see. If you use a physical tech, they counter with bad impulse. But if you use a tech, then they counter with Delta Force. I think we're going to need to take a round to heal up. Because Glenn's heal is just not that good. So I think we're going to use a couple of Lapises and another heal. And that should get us up to full. And then we'll really go to town on him. I guess we were at full at that point. Yeah. Lee can do barely anything to us because of what we're wearing. Drop kick. Dark matter. Mmm. Delicious numbers of damage. That's right, guys, we were holding back. Oops. Ooh. I guess we dealt just that much damage to Flea before, taking her out. It is one of the oddest dual techs. With Robo, it's understandable because he is just made of metal. But now it's just us against Ozzie, and when we deal enough damage to him, he retreats. I just noticed that dropkick is called Inferno Toss in by its description. What in the... Okay, so now let's double check. How good is the Slasher 2? Not very. But the Flea Vest, apparently. Interesting. Is it an accessory? It's an accessory. Massively boosts magic defense. Neat. Yeah. Sight cap. Dash ring. Moving on. Because we're just about to reach the end of this whole business. Magus, you lied when you said you wanted to create a world of evil. You used me. Oh, how dreadful. Say, can you hear that? It's the sound of the Reaper. I can't lose. What would become of my mystics? I must win. Now here's the interesting part. We can only select that one switch. And what that one switch does... Mwaha, gotcha! Is open up a hole underneath us. Adios, amigos. However, we just fall one room back. And you can just casually stroll on in. The hole's closed up again, but the switch is still down. Never. You will never defeat me. But no battle interface this time. Because... cat. And I have a theory about this cat, which I think other people have theorized it as well. No! Not that switch! Why do we even have that switch? And apparently that hole goes somewhere else, because you never hear from Ozzie again. The stupid fool. And when you go down this way, he's nowhere to be found. But yeah, theories about that cat is, I believe I mentioned before about doing a thing that I've never really done when playing Chrono Trigger. And it's that if you play a certain Norsteinbeckler game, you can usually, you first win more cats, then you win cat food, and if you don't feed the cat, like get enough cat food to feed the cats, they go through a time gate. And if you have just the one, you don't really get the cat food, so that one cat will go through the time gate at the end of the game. And so the theory is that that cat that kills Ozzie is Chrono's cat. But it messes with how time travel has already worked so far in Chrono Trigger. Not that that's been terribly consistent either. Since the cat going back in time hasn't happened yet, so we wouldn't have had the cat show up and all sorts of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. So, the final side quest, before we storm the Black Omen, takes place here. And before I go into it, I need to swap in Robo, and of course I'm gonna have Luca, but this time Robo has to be at the front of the party. Oops, wrong button. So we will quick use a shelter. Save. And do the final side quest at Geno Dome. Geno for Smash. And, we probably won't finish it this episode, but we will finish it next episode. Might wind up being a very short episode. Who enters here unbidden? Oh, welcome home, R-66Y. Or should I say, Prometheus? You dare to defile this place with humans? I haven't seen them in ages. Let me welcome them. Come closer. And you can no longer leave the building. Let's see just what you can do. Now I think, for this sequence, I'm actually going to unequip the sight scope from Luca. Because with the gold stud, she has, or she can cast flare for a quarter of its cost, which means Omega Flare is going to be a lot cheaper than it used to be. And I can use it more than 4 times in a battle. or 4 times with it before healing. So now, I don't think we need to, oh, I should have given someone Shadow Mail. But, I don't think we need to Omega Flare this group. Yeah, all 3 of us just attacking did it. So apparently not as well as before. That should finish it off. And Robo leveled up. Alright. From here... Come on. Ah, these ones can heal each other, but not for much. Yes, for here, we will Omega Flare. And that's what we'll do for each of these since they're after. Just Omega Flare, Omega Flare, Omega Flare, kill them all real fast. Come on. Yep. They're just that much faster than Luca. There we go. I don't really have much to say right now. I'm not even really thinking of anything. Well, I'm sort of contemplating what to name this episode. But I usually don't name them until like 2 days before I put them up. Wow, it's not long before I'm done with this game. It's an odd thought. Oh, Luca's health is getting pretty low. Probably heal her. Soon as we're able. Yeah, definitely gonna have to heal Luca as soon as we're off this conveyor belt, which I think this is the last battle on the conveyor belt. Yep. So I'll heal up at this end. Not bad, for humans. But can you find your way to me? So, heals. I could have just used heal beam and hit everybody. And then some mid-ethers. And on we go. Though I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. It's a little early, but we'll continue exploring Genodome on the next episode. Until the next, live well.